Welcome to Staffworks Explained. If you are here for the first time, please consider subscribing to this channel. Also, hit the notification bell so that when we upload a new video, you are notified. In today's video, we'll be talking about Tanzania LNG project, where we'll be giving a comprehensive update. Tanzania long-delayed $42 billion liquefied natural gas LNG project is now moving back towards implementation after years of negotiations and uncertainty. Government officials say that major agreements covering finance and legal framework could be signed before June 2026, opening the way for full project mobilization. Production of LNG is expected to begin about 8 years after that, pointing towards a 2034 start of first exports and operations if plans proceed as stated. This project, once operational, could transform Tanzania economy and alter East African position in global energy market. What this project is and why does it matter? The Tanzania LNG project is a massive industrial venture to commercialize the country's offshore natural gas by converting it into liquefied natural gas that can be shipped to export market. LNG is a natural gas that has been cooled to around negative 162 degrees centigrade, which is equivalent to negative 260 Fahrenheit. And this to turn into liquid, reducing its volume so that it can be transported by specialized tankers. It is one of the world's fastest growing energy commodities because it can connect producers and consumers across oceans. The plant facility will be built in the Congo and in the Lindi region on the Tanzania's Indian Ocean coast, and it's designed to handle at least 10 million tons of LNG per year once operational. With an overall estimated investment of about $42 billion, this project is the largest ever investment planned within Tanzania and could place the country among the significant global LNG exporters targeting Asia, Europe, and beyond. Who are the partners in this project? The project is developed by a consortium, a group of companies pooling expertise and capital. We have Equinor of Norway, Shell of UK and Netherlands as the co-leading operators. We have ExxonMobil of USC, which is a major partner. We have Paving Energy of Singapore, Medco Energy of Indonesia, who are the international investors. And then we have Tanzania Petroleum Development Corporation, TPDC, the Tanzania State Oil and Gas Company, representing the country's interests. Such consortium structures are typical in large LNG developments because no single company or government can easily bear the technical complexity and financial weight alone. What the financial agreements entail? We have been told that the financial agreement is almost complete. So what does it entail? Financial agreement defines how the multi-billion-dollar project will be paid for and how project risks or profits and risks and responsibilities will be shared. This includes agreements on capital structure. This is the mix of how equity, the money contributed by partners, and debt, which is the loans from international banks and export credit agencies, is used to build the plant. We have fiscal terms as another component of this agreement. This is how Tanzania and the investors share revenue through taxes, royalties, state equity, and other payments mechanism. We have another component being incentives and guarantees, such as tax incentives, protection against risks, and return guarantees required to attract international lenders. A version of these financial plans was initially agreed upon in 2023, but the Tanzanian government proposed changes to secure better terms for national benefits, including stronger local requirements and higher revenue shares. Those changes delayed the project for a period. Let's now look at the legal agreement, which is pending and is set to be completed by June 2026. Legal agreement, often embodied as Host Government Agreement (HGA), is a formal contract that governs the rights and obligations of Tanzania and investor consortium. The legal framework must spell out legal rights to develop and operate the LNG facilities, define the dispute resolution mechanisms if in case disagreement arise, set standards for environmental protection, that is worker safety, and community relations, align the project with Tanzania laws and international business standards. Finalizing this legal agreement is essential before the project partners can make final investment decision. The formal commitment of funds for detailed engineering and construction. Challenges in forming this legal agreement have included review and revisions by the Attorney General to ensure the contract protects national interests and implies or complies with Tanzania law. Detailed negotiations over environmental and social protections required by international financiers, and also balancing investor certainty with national regulatory oversight. So such legal frameworks are critical because they give confidence to investors and governments that the project will be delivered and operate for its full time, typically decades. Now let's look at timelines. Between 2022 and 2023, preliminary financial and host government terms were drafted and amended. Late 2025, the government and partners continued fine-tuning legal language and commercial guarantees. January 2026, the Tanzania government officials said commercial terms are concluded and only legal finalization remains before signing. Before June 2026 target deadline for signing of the final agreement. Production start expected 8 years after signing, pointing toward around 2034 for initial LNG production and exports. Why has the project delayed? The project has faced years of delay because of: 1. Commercial negotiations were prolonged as the government sought better revenue and local benefits term. Legal review processes took longer than anticipated because of detailed government security. Shifts in policy and leadership changed priority and approaches over successive administrations. Investor caution slowed final commitments, especially with global energy market uncertainty. The result was a multi-year slowdown in reaching the final investment decision necessary to begin construction. What's the importance of this project to Tanzania and the region? Economic impact for Tanzania is: 1 is job creation. Project partners estimate that more than 100,000 jobs during construction and operations. Revenue: export sales of LNG could generate billions of dollars annually, boosting government revenue. Then there's development, where reliable energy supplies can stimulate industrial growth and lower domestic energy cost. Then there's regional influence, where Tanzania could become part of a new East African LNG export hub alongside Mozambique. This would diversify the region's role in global markets and expand economic links with major energy importers in Asia and Europe. In conclusion, we can say that the Tanzania $42 billion LNG project remains as one of the most significant energy and infrastructure development in East Africa. After years of negotiations and legal review, government officials now expect to complete the key agreements by June 2026, allowing the consortium to proceed towards construction and eventual production targeted around 2034. This project success carries significant economic promise for Tanzania and its neighbors, potentially transforming domestic industries and positioning the region as a new player in global LNG market. However, final legal frameworks, investor financing, and political stability are essential for this vision to be realized. So thank you for reaching this far. If it's your first time here, please consider subscribing to this channel. You can also hit the notification bell so that whenever you upload a new video, we are notified. Also, remember to leave a comment, share, and like. Thank you.